Okay, so here we go. Greetings, hello, and welcome to the ANSEL network, that is the Anarchist Natural Science and Exploration League. My name is Billy. I'm one of the volunteer coordinators for ANSEL. And to start off with, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what ANSEL is, give you a sort of briefly skimmed introduction to us and all that. So, at the roots of it, ANSEL is basically just another citizen science network that was formed back in mid-2017 here in South Africa. Citizen science being a project or activity in which non-professionals or enthusiasts collect and or analyze data in order to help understand large-scale research questions. And that's pretty much the definition of it laid out by a dude named Richard Bonney, who is one of the guys credited for coining the term back in the mid-1990s. Mr. Bonney himself also pointed out that the practice or idea of it is nothing new. Non-professionals have been engaging in voluntary, meaningful research for a very long time. There's just a term for it now. But since formally naming it, it has become quite a recognized practice, so much so that many governments have created specific guidelines, policies, and projects around citizen science. There are citizen science programs that has been created by pretty much every university and major museum that I've heard of. And there are many cool citizen science programs and projects that are formed all over the world, including here in South Africa. And keep in mind that citizen science is not just limited to one specific area or discipline within the sciences. Its application is compatible within most research-orientated fields out there. The only thing that really makes ANSEL different from any other citizen science group or association here is that we mainly draw from anarchist ideas and principles in our organizing and practice. So, for example, something like Especifismo motivates us in that regard, which is, to simplify, basically just a term for the idea of creating explicitly anarchist or autonomous organizations, movements, and structures, if you will, and focusing our efforts on trying to build capacity within that rather than wasting our time with various top-down and corrupt organizations and systems as they stand. And to us, in a lot of ways, citizen science is really more of a movement than just some random hobby or obscure practice. It's always had a strong community building element to it, and it's very much a form of direct action. It's not just about sniffing die mooi veldblommetjies. A lot of it has to do with creating awareness around and protecting our natural and historical heritage, organizing, educating, and solving problems in a transparent way, and so on. But that said, citizen science is not immune to being manipulated by big corp and shady agendas, political or otherwise, which is one of the main reasons why we choose to remain openly anarchist. Call it maintaining a healthy skepticism towards the state, their umbrellas, and so-called forms of authority. This is not to say that we do not learn from academia or reach out to professional or other communities and stuff like that. That is extremely important to us. We enjoy going on field trips, and we've connected with and met some really awesome people along the way, who we've gotten some important lessons, guidance, and inspiration from. But in all this, we do so enjoying our own independence as a group or as individuals within our group, no matter what project we choose to engage in or collaborate on, and so on. It's also crucial that we create a welcoming environment for people to indulge in their own curiosities in a productive way. And hopefully gain some new skills and insights as they go along, or use their own skills and knowledge to help further expand or refine our existing projects within ANSEL. Speaking of which, we have a couple of interesting ongoing projects which has taken us into really cool directions with time, from the geosciences to the zoological and a whole array of stuff in between. And there you can see Johan Horn, our ANSEL coordinator up in the northeastern Free State, doing some geology. And we really enjoy taking an ecological approach to outdoor recreation that can be translated into useful open source data and also hopefully direct meaningful conservation action and increase scientific literacy and so on. So it doesn't really matter what your personal views or beliefs are. If there is no geology, there is no infrastructure. All right. If there is no uh, water, there is no agriculture. If there is no food, there is no life. If there is no biodiversity, there is no environment. If there is no land, there is no economy. Okay. If there is no history for people, there is no future for them. Okay. Citizen science is just one of the many tools you can use to help take and aid action. And within ANSEL, one of my favorite examples of this is with one of our archaeological projects, where we've been able to locate, report on, and continue to monitor at least 10 different rock art sites in the Northern Free State, in an attempt to protect and preserve whatever's left of these amazing and sacred places before they disappear entirely. Now, some rock art panels are still quite clear, while others are extremely faded and damaged, which really makes the stuff easy to miss and overlook in the field. So yeah, some of our projects do require a little bit of orientation and training, as it is really sensitive stuff at times and sometimes located in rather remote places. But that said, we are still a relatively young group in our eyes, a rather slow but steady building one. I mean, it's taken us 5 years now to finally start going online. And also within the next few weeks, our little blog will be going live with some more shit on there for those who want to go and look at some pretty pictures and read our bad writing and stuff like that. But yeah, we are constantly learning as we go, experimenting with and testing ideas, building on existing knowledge, and finding new ways to improve where we can, one step at a time. Also, I do realize that a discussion like this does not cut it in any way or form. Some of the stuff I've mentioned require entire videos of their own, but we'll get there, okay? Humans did not evolve in a day, my friends.